Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Fans React. Pretty much live stream tonight for the Portsmouth versus Sunderland game. Only three of us tonight. We'll have a nice chill out evening. Got a great quiz for everyone. Joining me, the famous George Dobson lookalike, Dan Humphrey, aka Dan Dobson. How you done? Have you had a nice day?
Dan Dobson.
Yeah, it's been all right. 2 lessons online. Still online lessons until Thursday, and I'm back in. But yeah, same old. Good afternoon. Just been waiting for this, really.
Yeah, same as well. I had nothing to do today, but yeah, look forward to this. Also with us as well, London North East Railway's finest, Graham Wright. Good evening. How are you, Graham?
Very good, thanks. Car park cricket this afternoon with the neighbours. Tremendous. And just waiting for this, to be honest. You know, big 5 days. This massive 5 days. You
didn't need blind just game of cricket, did you?
What?
You didn't need a blind yourself in the game of cricket, did you? It was a nice, safe game.
Not the game of cricket today, but in the past. That's another story for another channel.
Absolutely. All right, then. Who are we going to? All right, then. Let's have a look. We've got Ben. Good evening, everyone. Evening, Ben. Ethan Dixon, good evening. Geordie Boy 29, just Jordan. Clayton, Akaya, Ian, White, SAFC, Chris Scott, AJJ. We've got quite a lot of people joining us tonight. I can see some people want to come for the quiz. I have made a quiz for this evening. It is a 20-question quiz. Should be very enjoyable. Everyone can take part. So we'll see who can win. In case you're asking about my internet, probably referring to last.
Not great. You've got to be honest.
It's not great, I have to say. You need
it not?
You need to get the hamster to turn faster in the wheel.
You keep freezing.
Do I really?
Your voice is still going. But your face, like your cameras, keeps freezing.
The lights are on, but nobody's home. What a pose that is.
Man.
That pose was there. You saying to your mother, "What do you mean I'm not having chips?"
Oh dear me. Right. Okay. Then we'll see how my internet goes. Because. I am getting little alerts in my top left-hand corner about my Wi-Fi. It says connection is on. I don't know what's happening there, but anyway, we'll just see how it goes. I'll pass the conversation on to someone else. So we'll go to Graham first.
Yes.
So a lot of people are saying, they might settle for a draw. Would you settle for a draw tonight, or do you think it's a must-win game?
Listen. I say this every game. You know, little interesting stat. It's been 19 games since Sunderland didn't score in a game of football. Right, that tells me that we're up for it, right? And we're up for it every game. We get a bit lag here and there where things don't look so great, but eventually, the result comes. To me, I think we've got to be the proper away side tonight. Proper away side. Go for it right from the get go. Don't let them at us. Portsmouth have been terrible, I have to say, in the last 6 games or so. My only little worry is that they were absolutely fucking hammered by Northampton Town of all teams, cobblers, 4-1 on Saturday. Now they'll either come back strong for that or we'll capitalise on it. And I'm definitely in the nothing more than a win is acceptable. It is a massive 5 days for us today and Sunday. Start off today and then take that into Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan, do you think it's a must-win game tonight?
Every game's a must-win game in my eyes. I mean, I don't see why we can't try and aim to win every game. You never go into a game not wanting to win, I don't think, especially in this league. If you're playing Man United, Man City or someone, then maybe you're taking a point or something. But, I mean, they're not exactly the best team in the world, Portsmouth. I know we haven't got a good record there, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter, really. We're playing really well. We're the most informed team. They're pretty much the least informed team. I don't see why not we can go and get 3 points.
I agree.
But yeah, it will be. They will raise their standards because they always do against us. But I still think if we're on it, then we're on it. Do you know what I mean? and we've proved it in these last few weeks. And if we do win today, it'll be a massive win, especially with the fixtures on tonight. Because I think all at Peterborough Hull and Lincoln.
Yeah, Peterborough Hull play each other. You know
yeah, I mean? So if they draw, and then we win, we're only like 2 or 3 points behind like the top. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
absolutely
massive game, and I'm confident, quietly confident, to be honest.
And the other thing, their game kicks off at 7 o'clock as well. So by the time we kick off, they'll have already had a half of football. We'll already know it's gone.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, I think my thoughts on the game as well. I said it last night on the. By the way, as well, some people have said in the chat about my internet, but like Graham and Dan are absolutely perfectly fine for me. But I don't know what I'm looking like. As long as you can hear me, I'll just keep talking. Well, I think people have said it's a must not lose game. It's a must win if we are serious about getting I'd say maybe getting promoted out of this league, and we need to start. We need to beat the best teams and not settle for draws. We're not. I don't think we're going to actually achieve anything in the long term if we just constantly are just settling. It's just settling for draws or whatever. So I think it's I'd say a must-win game.
I think the interesting game tonight is the Ipswich Lincoln game. I mean, Lincoln are third.
Scream Man's here. What's he here for? It's only March. Scream Man's here.
Oh, but watch out you don't get anything from his underneath his dodgy shelf. You're too young for that kind of thing. I think. Sorry, before the ice cream man rudely interrupted. I think the important game tonight is the Ipswich Lincoln game. I mean, Ipswich are 8th, unbeaten in the last 4 against Lincoln, who have in the last 5 have won 2, lost 2, and drawn 1. If Ipswich turn Lincoln over and we win, we'll go 3rd. And that is massive. That is massive. That puts us, if Hull and Peterborough draw with each other tonight, that puts us 3 points behind them, and we've got 2 games in hand over Hull.
Yeah,
that is massive.
Yeah, it is definitely, and I think now it's starting. I was saying as well to start. I think believing a lot more in our team, and because earlier on saying, we're going to be lucky to get playoffs. There was a stage where we thought, we might have a mid-table finish here, but then with a good run of wins, possibly league.
Oh,
no,
didn't catch a word of that, Matthew.
No,
did you not catch a word of that?
No.
Fuck it. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Have you got data? Do you want to try a hotspot? Yeah.
No, I've got no signal from where I live. Can you hear me now?
Sorry?
Can you hear me now?
You can.
Can you hear me? You can hear me now.
He's
good.
Just done you.
Have you just done me?
Yeah.
Because why would I say sorry if I couldn't hear you? That's the joke.
Because I thought I was like cracking up for you. Right, am I seriously okay? Because I'm about to go off and reboot my internet.
You are fine.
Yes, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
I won't go that far.
All right then. So just before we kick off the quiz, obviously last time Graham was on, he set up a poll of which Papa John's or Domino's. Now take a little look at the results so far with 589 votes. Still 1 day left, everyone. 1 day left to vote. Have your say. Which is better, Papa John's or Domino's? Domino's is winning
by a country mile. He's gone again.
So yeah, well,
Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
Just do us a little favour.
Mm-hmm.
Just can restart your internet or something, man. Dan and I will talk shite for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
you're going to talk shite.
We'll talk shite for 5 minutes. We'll actually interact with the travelling public,
Yeah, but we're getting a love chat.
I'm going to go get an ice cream then, and I'll leave you to it.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
99 monkey's blood.
All right, I'll leave you to it then, for about 5 chat whenever, Graham. All right.
Yeah. God, we got fucking rid of him. Eh?
I'm still here. I'm still here. You know, I'm still here.
That didn't take long. So yes,
Go on,
I guess we're gonna throw it over to the floor already. I can see a lot of score predictions coming in. Lots of people saying Sunderland win. Lots of people saying, you know, they'll be happy with a draw tonight. You know, let us know, shout us up what you think, you know, how you think it's going to go if you haven't done already. Ethan Dixon mentioned cricket. Dan, do you think we should talk about cricket while he's not here?
I mean, yeah, I love a bit of cricket.
Yeah. I was Durham trials a long time ago. I'm 45-year-old now, so you can work out just how long ago that was. But it was in the last century, you know.
I used to play for Berkshire at times, and my brother plays for Berkshire still now. So
very
yeah,
good.
we're cricket in family. My sister played for Hampshire and Berkshire as well. So yeah.
Can I just, sorry, I don't want to lose this moment. Jack has said, I'm on the Fan 56 on the way home from work with free Wi-Fi. And his Wi-Fi is better than Matthew's. Let's just leave that there. Somebody's actually mentioned me in a post. Score prediction, Marrakesh.
What? Where's that?
in the live chat. I don't know whether it's
maybe they're from
about 50 years ago. Yeah, you're not far wrong. It was like 1990, 1992, 93. So a fair while ago.
30 years.
Yeah, give or take. Shit. So yeah, I don't know whether we're going to do score predictions there, but I'm gonna set my stall out now and say I honestly don't care how it comes, but I'm gonna go Sunderland 1. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1.
Clean sheet.
As I said right from the get go, we need to play like the away team. You know, don't let them come at us. Don't let them come at us and be the proper away team and do the stuff that away teams do and like get into them early on. What about you, Dan? What's your prediction?
Well, I got it right at the weekend. 2-0, I said.
Check it. So come on, get it right now. Then.
I might have to stick with. I think I might have to stick with a 2-0. It's worked for me in the last one, so I'm going to go 2-0 again to the lads.
Are you going to be so brave as to mention goal scorers?
I can mention some goal scorers. I might go. I reckon Charlie Wyke. He likes to go on Sky at the moment.
Yeah.
So we'll go with Chazza to get one.
Yeah.
I reckon it could be a little dark horse goal maybe from who have we got? Callum McFadden is going to score tonight. You've heard it here first. You've heard it here first.
To yourself. You know, I've got Maguire starting tonight, so we'll see how that goes. I'd like to see him score a goal. We're just going to get let's have a look at some of the comments in the chat. Pat Keys, I think it's going to be 2-0 to Sunderland and Charlie White to score both. Alyssa Rowell 3-1. We're going to win at Fratton Park. Got to be optimistic. Indeed, you do. Chopper SAFC. Hello. I'm saying 2-1 to the lads. White for both. Jack Hoy 2-1. I'm not entirely sure who's going to get the score first, but we'll come back to that. Jason Ashman, Portsmouth 1, Sunderland 4. Casey, Cameron Jude, hello Casey. I'm saying 4-0 to us. Ethan Dixon 2-1 to Sunderland. But where else we got? Paul Jorgensen 2-1, White to score both and 2 assists from McGeady. There's nobody really predicting anything but a win. One Rovers Vlogs, hello to you lot. White with 2, McGeady with 1. Chris Scott, Sunderland 2, 1. Virgil van Wyk is another one, and McGeady. So yeah, we've got some positive stuff coming in. Have I missed any just now?
Someone's just put 1-0. 1-0 Will Grigg up the ticks. Come on.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen that video. Have you seen that video?
No.
It's like a sort of viral video. This young Wigan fan, and he says it and just screams it into the camera. But it's like a common thing. Like you have to see it to get it, but you obviously haven't.
Send me it.
I'll send you it. I'll try and find it right now, actually.
Okay. All right. Sarah Batty, what time's kickoff? It's 7:45, right? And in case anybody doesn't know, it's on Sky Sports twice in a week on Sky. So I don't think it'll be available on iFollow. Ethan Dixon, Lee Burge, overhead kick 100%. Honestly, I'd just be happy if he could just stop it from here.
Michael, you made a long trip down. What's the score's going to be today?
It's 1-0. Will bring up the chips. Come on.
Right. Yeah. Anybody else? Bailey right back tonight. I haven't heard that, if I'm honest. Have you heard out, Dan? I don't think
he is. I don't think he is. I think the only one back is Gooch. Gooch is definitely travelling.
I saw this morning that Gooch was in the departure lounge at Durham Tees Valley this morning.
Yeah.
Next time, can we start earlier? How much earlier would you like, Jack? How much earlier would you like?
Yes, that's a compliment. To be fair, he wants more.
Yeah. No. Hey, listen, don't knock it. Don't knock it. One thing I would ask you that if you are watching, I see there's 26 of you done it already. Smash that like button. That's impressive for being live for 17 minutes.
Shows what can happen. I'm happy now.
And if you haven't already, you can subscribe to SCFC Fans React. It's free to do, and if you want notifications for every time we go live and any content that we post, there's a little bell next to it. Tick it and click all notifications.
Good job, Graham.
Thank you. Chopper SAFC being helpful as always. For anybody who doesn't have Sky, you can get a Now TV day pass for a tenner. Same price as you would pay the football club if you were streaming through them. Did I just see somebody say, where is it? I'm sure I just said, there you go. 24-hour charity stream. 24 hours. Yeah, man, I can't put up with my own voice for 2 hours, let alone 24. These guys would be asleep.
I'd actually do that. I wouldn't mind doing that for charity.
I tell you what, Chop, I start the night before at least.
Yeah.
Do you know I'm an old man?
You can leave your camera on.
Remit.
Just have a sleep. Have a sleep.
Don't leave the camera on like that.
Just go on mute and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Is my internet okay now, by the way?
Yeah.
It appears to.
Am I looking good?
Let's not jinx it. Well,
you might want to turn your camera off, but yeah, it's all good. The connection's fine.
Ethan Dixon has just said. It's marvelous. Ethan Dixon has just said, if Dan wants to do a 24-hour stream, I will hop on with him for charity.
Oh, fair enough.
Matthew, coming on as well.
Ethan Dixon's a nice lad, to be fair. All right, then. So, is everyone ready to start the Kahoot quiz?
Yeah.
The Sunderland quiz. All right, then. So, everyone, it's on the screen now. There is your game pin. Just Google Kahoot.it.
Also, put your actual name as well, because if you win, you might get a little prize or something. We need to know who you actually are.
No rude names, please. That's what everyone did in school.
Nickname.
We used to do things like Mike Oxlong and
What do you mean you used to do at school?
Wayne Kerr and
there's already one of them in the chat, and I refuse to say his name out loud. You're in. See your nickname on screen. I know I can't. Oh yes, I can. It's in the bottom corner where my iPad is.
4.
Come on, join the quiz. Kahoot.it with that pin 1416548.
Mate, God, it's so difficult. Yeah, there you go. You got it on screen as well. So just search that. We've got 47 people watching. Let's get some more people.
47 people and only 6 people in quiz. Come on.
Come on. You just search up. You'll probably have to use another device so you can see the questions on screen here.
It's where do the questions come in this chat?
Yeah, you'll see them on screen.
So we see them a split second earlier, but if we don't know the answers, it doesn't make much difference.
Nice.
It's an advantage if we know all the answers.
Dan, your brother's in.
Ethan, just a quick question for you: is your granddad here that need to help you win? No, because quite often. I think he let slip the last time I was on here. It was his granddad answering the questions.
Yeah. Dan, is your brother in? Isaac? Isaac Humphrey?
Must be, yeah.
It must be. Well, I hope it is. Right, we've got quite a lot of people in the quiz now. I'm going to start it because we've got quite a lot of people in. The winner will receive a little prize. So, yeah, if everyone's ready, let's go. Oh, someone just came and called the Rodfather. Good luck, Rodfather.
The Rodfather.
Okay, then, and we're starting the quiz. Yeah, if you can still join during the quiz. Just use that game pin, and that will stay on screen.
Question 1.
This is a bit laggy, to be fair.
Yeah, your computer's very slow.
What?
Right, if it comes on screen.
I've got a blank. I've just got 4. What's it?
Yeah, and
All
the
right,
question.
sorry,
link
I
it.
got it. Yeah, I understand now. Knackers. Hey!
Yes, the correct answer was Sully Montari. Yeah.
Pardon me.
Right, so let's look at the leaderboards now. Dan, you are top with 853 points. Yeah, it is a bit slow, this laptop site. Sorry about that, everyone. Right, here we go, though. What was the last? What was
my first ever game?
What?
I think that might have been my first ever game ever. Like Sunderland game ever.
Well, this one.
I think it might have been. Wait, was this the? So I think my first game actually might have been a few years before, but my first game was Portsmouth away. I'm pretty sure. Oh
yes, the score was 1-1.
Obviously, it didn't go then.
No. Yeah, I think we're back in the Premier League. That was.
Yeah.
Here we go. Who's still top? Oh, hang on a minute. I think here we've got some changes here. Ian Sun SAFC goes top. He actually did quite well on the quiz on Saturday, to be fair to him. But yeah, okay, right. Then let's go to the next question. Right, question 3. Who wears number 20 for Sunderland? Yeah, Chopper says he's going to have to keep on jumping back and forth from Kahoot to quiz. Yeah, so it probably would be best to have, if you could use another device. Oh, here's Matthews. A lot of people. What did you choose, Graham?
Remy Matthews.
Remy Matthews, yeah. So Carl Winchester's number 26, Jack Diamond number 21, Daniel number 24, and yeah, Remy Matthews number 25. I thought more people would get that, to be honest. But
okay,
yeah,
right. Didn't wait for the last answer.
Graham, I think you've gone. Graham's gone top. He's gone top. It's very slow, this computer, so it's quite hard to tell. Right then, next question. True or false? Sunderland haven't won at Fratton Park since 1997. So that's the statement. We haven't won at Fratton Park since 1997. I don't know why you've got 60 seconds for this question, but you got to think about it. You've got to really.
Should we go and make a brew while we're waiting?
Yeah.
Yep, it is. Oh. It is true. It is true. We have not won there since 1997. Hopefully, that is a record that we should break tonight. But Graham, did you get that one wrong?
Did I?
Oh man.
Ooh.
Dan's gone top.
Someone's decided to start doing some loud thing in my house, so I might have to go on mute for a sec.
Loud thing. What? Oh. Who was the last Sunderland player to score at Fratton Park? Chris Maguire, Josh Madger, Max Power.
I know this one.
Luke O'Neill.
I was there.
I was there as well. Right behind the goal. Tell you what, a good job I restarted my internet, because if I didn't, this would be an absolute nightmare, wouldn't it?
It's so much better now. Before it was honestly awful.
It was Luke O'Neill in a 3-1 defeat.
Luke O'Neill.
Here we go. Rocky on. Who did you put, Graham?
Chris Maguire.
No, it was Luke O'Neill.
Oh, Graham, you got to be joking.
Yeah.
I'm now 9th.
A lot. Yeah, some people did put Chris Maguire. But yeah, no, it was
more people put Chris Maguire than Luke O'Neill.
Yeah. What was Sunderland's old training grounds, academy called? Was it the Whitburn Centre, the Charlie Hurley Centre, the Brian Clough Centre, or the Bobby Kerr Centre?
That's a hard question, not.
Oh, matron.
Oh.
I do have a small point of order that's really beginning to piss me off, Matthew. Sorry. You've spelled my name wrong. Again.
Of what?
On the ticket that goes along the bottom,
Have I spelled your name wrong?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
Well, it should be Graeme.
Oh,
Graham. Graham.
so I might leave it as that.
Thanks.
There you go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Wait, it will come along in a minute.
Yeah. Okay. I got that one wrong as well.
Well, if anyone's when we all go back to the Stadium of Light, is that right, Graham? Yeah, that's how it's meant to be spelled.
It is. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. There are the gates of the old training ground are actually outside the Stadium of Light. You can see the Charlie Hurley Centre. Those were the gates for the old training grounds. I believe it was in Whitburn though. That's why I put Whitburn Centre to throw everyone off.
Dan's still winning.
Who scored the first goal of the 2020-21 League One season?
Oh shit.
I like this. 47 people watching. Let's try and get to 50 likes before kickoff.
Took my time on that one, but I think I still got it right.
50 likes. 48 people watching. So if you haven't already, just hit the thumbs up. Yeah, it was Chris Maguire. Chris Maguire against Bristol Rovers.
Equaliser.
Yeah, it was the equaliser. We didn't win the game, unfortunately. Now, a lot of people were quite split on that one, didn't they? But anyway,
I didn't rush it. I took my time, and I might have remembered it.
So this one is probably a guess for everyone. How many league goals have Sunderland scored this season so far? I can't even remember the answer for this, to be honest. But I did when I wrote it.
Oh, did you know?
It is 49. 49 goals we've scored this season. Two people put in 35, two people put in 40, 11. So the majority of people did put 49. So yeah. Well done. Let's take a look at the leaderboards now.
I'll give over, Dan.
The only one I got wrong was the one so far is the scoreline, and I'm pretty sure I was at the game. So I'm quite disappointed.
Oh well. I don't remember the score for my first game, so
yeah, then again I was about 6.
Yeah. How many league goals have Sunderland conceded this season? How many league goals have we conceded this season? To be honest, I was actually quite not impressed, but I was quite surprised. I thought the number would be a little bit higher, to be honest.
Don't be silly.
Not with Sir Dion Sanderson at the back.
Yeah, that's right. And Lee Burge between the sticks.
Yeah, it is 26. Graham, you're doing well here. You're doing well.
6th. I was 11th at one point.
Nice one. So one person voting 30. 5 people saying 19, 5 22. Yeah, we certainly do wish, but well done to the 7 people got that correct. I'm quite impressed with actually so far everyone's knowledge. It seems like the majority of people get the right answers, so that's good. What squad number did Josh Scowen wear last season? So when he arrived to the club last season in January, which shirt number did he wear?
Oh, I've missed it.
I think I put the wrong one as well.
Yeah, I've cocked it up.
No, definitely. I'm going to say that I'm still right.
Number 28.
Last highest number.
Yeah, that was the number that he wore. He took the shirt from Lawrence de Bock when he departed in early January.
There's a question. Is he worse than McFadden and Vokins?
Do you know what? I'm not too. What do you think?
Nah, he's probably better than them, I'd say.
What do you think, Graham?
Was Lawrence de Bock better than McFadden?
Yeah, and Vokins.
I'm going to say aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think he was too bad, to be honest.
No, neither did I. Another one that come to us that didn't get enough game time.
Yeah, so we just sent him back in the end. But
yeah,
I don't know where he's gone now. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboards. Graham, look at that! You're climbing the leaderboards. You're You're now in
third.
third place. Oh, hang on a minute.
I think I'm third. Yeah.
Yeah, you are third. Yes, Dan is on top with 7,067 points.
Stay in
Well
school.
done, Dan. Well done, Dan. I've got a little feeling Dan could win this, but we're only halfway through.
Long way to
So,
go.
Who is this
Who is
player?
this? Oh,
I've
God.
got a little. This is Graham's favourite, a picture round.
I can't
Who
see
is
it.
this?
I mean, oh, hang on. It comes in bits.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
I've just gone early. Yes! Come on.
You've gone early and gone strong.
Yeah. Do you know what? From the first block, I think I knew it was that
I
guy.
have to say, I think he was shite at the weekend as well. just for the record.
Yeah, it was Paul McShane who played for Rochdale against us on Saturday. And a few people putting Jack Cole back. I can see why. But so, yeah, good no one put Danny Collins or David Healy.
I think if Wyke scores, Red Leader Right needs to recreate Martin Tyler's Aguero scream for Wyke. That's just come up on the live chat.
It's not a bad shout.
Yeah, thanks.
There we go. Right. Okay, then.
Senor.
Ian Sun SAFC is on a streak. Come on, Graham. You got to come at least second.
Come on.
Who is this player?
player? Another one. Fucking hell.
Yep. So is this Will Buckley, Phil Barsley, Craig Gardner, and Wayne Bridge?
Yeah.
It is a bit small, I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit small.
Yeah. Especially when you're watching it on an iPad.
They showed his face, man, the second one.
Yes, it is Wayne Bridge. Well done to everyone. Got that
I got
correct.
it wrong.
What did you put?
I've got to be honest. I thought Wayne Bridge had blonde hair, so I wanted Will Buckley, knowing that I knew what the other two looked like.
Oh man! Right, well there we go. Dan, did you get that one right?
Yeah.
Nice one.
Nice guy. Wayne Bridge, nice guy.
Yeah. Right then, another Graham. The picture rounds are your favourite, aren't they? You love the picture
I
rounds.
hate the picture round with a passion. Is this another one? Who is this?
Who
Andy
is
Reid
this?
plays left wing, loves McDonald's and Burger King.
I knew that from the arm because I've seen that photo before.
Check him out.
Yeah, it is Michael Chopra. A few people putting Andy Reid. But yeah, it's like the quicker you answer these, the quicker you give your answer, the more points you actually get. So even if you don't know the answer, if you still put an answer, you still get points. But yeah, it was Michael Chopra. Few people put Andy Reid, 2 people Marcus Stewart, and 1 person Daryl Murphy. But yeah, well done to the 12 people that got that correct. Right then, next. So 14 out of 20. Who is this? Another picture round, Graham. Who is this?
Me and Matthew have a link here.
Do you?
Yeah. We met him on holiday.
Is
we and Matthew met, we met Ian Hart as well.
we can tell the story afterwards, Dan. I thought
Yeah, we can tell the story after.
Nice little way. So 6 people put Liam Miller, 5 people Ian Hart, 2 people Steve Albrug, and 1 person Anthony Stokes. Yep, the answer was Ian Hart. To anyone who remembers him, yeah, I wish we had him in his prime of his career when he was at Leeds. But yeah, no, good player still. But yeah, well done to the 5 people that got that correct. The Rodfather is on a streak. Come on, the Rodfather, you got this one. Dan is on still top of the leaderboards with 10,000 points. Why isn't the screen on? Can you see the leaderboards?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my share screen is still frozen on the question. All right, then. So Dan is still top. Graham, you third. Come on, Graham, you got to come second at least.
I'll try.
Right, last picture round.
Hey, who is this?
Who is this?
Screen?
So it's Kieran Westwood, Craig Gordon, Vito Manone, or Oscar Ustari.
Ustari, remember him? Oh my gosh.
Saved the penalty at Hull.
I do think I've got this wrong.
No, you can't get this wrong, Graham.
I did,
Oh.
Who did you put? Craig
I'm
Gordon.
not telling you.
No, he put Vietnam over there, didn't he?
No, I didn't.
Oh, he must have put Craig Gordon. then.
Craig Gordon.
Yeah.
The pictures are fucking tiny, man. Sorry to say. Do you know I wear glasses?
I'll make the bigger next time. Yeah, it was Kieran Westwood. Quite a good keeper, to be fair. Never really got that much of a chance. Played in the derby against Newcastle where Barini scored that screamer when we won 2-1. Played in that game. So yeah, good keeper. Dan, you're still sitting top. Graham, you're still holding your third position.
Just.
You got to get in second and get automatic promotion. Come on. Right. In which year did Sunderland play Norwich in the Milk Cup final? Was it 1980, 1985, 1992, or 1990?
Do you know why I know this, Matthews? Because remember the last one when it was a different question, and I put this one because I was wrong in that question.
I
And you
I
said
picked the
no,
wrong
that was the
fucking
year
one
of the
as
Milk
well.
Cup final.
Okay.
I've definitely got it wrong. I fucking knew it.
What did you put? Did you put?
Final. 92.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 92 was so 1980 was against we didn't play it in 1980, did we? No, that was just a random one. 1985 Milk Cup final, 1992 was Liverpool in the FA Cup, and 1990 FA Cup final. And then 1990 was the playoff final against
Swindon.
That we lost and then won.
Yeah.
Well, I do hope that's not the next question. Actually, I can't remember now. I can't remember.
Silly Billy. I'm back down to 5th now.
Oh, how weird, Graham. Right. What year did Ellis Short buy Sunderland AFC? I don't know why I've used a picture of Pension Monument, but
Pension Monument.
Can you see that from the train, Graham, when you go past?
No.
Can you not?
No. Well, you can, but it's very distant.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a very mixed. I think a few people guessing there. Graham and Dan, did you get that one right?
Nope.
No, I put 2010.
Oh, yeah, it was
2012.
2008, bought from the Drummondville Consortium. But yeah, there we go. Take a little look at the leaderboards now. Kieran is in third place. The Rodfather
is smashing it, the Rodfather.
The Rodfather. He could squeeze in here to second place.
Graham will have to set up for playoffs, I reckon.
Yeah, Graham's going to have to set up for playoffs.
Happy with that.
Fair enough.
I do love the patronising manner of the quiz where it says dig deep on the next one.
Right. In the Sunderland Boot Boys chant, we are mental and we are what? Sad.
Gazillions of points there. Gazillions of points.
Sad, loyal, mad, or drunk.
We are very sad when we sing it, to be honest. Come on, you can't get this one wrong, lads.
Dan, do you want to give us a little rendition of the song?
We are the Sunderland boys.
Oh, we are the loyalist football supporters the world has ever had. Nice one. I sung that in the lift in Covent Garden. One of the best days of my life, that was. Well done to everyone. Yeah, it is mad. It's not sad. It's not loyal. I put loyal in there because obviously we say loyalist and thought I might throw a few people off. But no, yes, the answer is mad. So well done, everyone who got that correct. Take a look at the leaderboards now. Whoa, I don't think anything's changed, actually. Oh, no, nothing's changed. It's just some people's scores gone up. Right, 2 questions remaining. Whoa, come on, you slow thing. Right. Question 19 out of 20. Which club did we sign Conor McLaughlin from? Was this Fleetwood Town, Rochdale, Preston North End, or Millwall?
Oh,
he has played for 3 or 4 of these clubs.
Yeah.
So whichever club we signed him from.
I'm going with
surely it's got to be.
Bollocks.
It's Millwall. Yes, it is Millwall. He started his career at Preston North End, and then went to Fleetwood.
And Fleetwood and Millwall.
Yeah, then went to Millwall. AJJ is just telling us in capital letters Flanagan and Gooch at the ground. So
Good.
that's good news.
I don't know about.
I've really missed Flappy Flanagan. Oh, the Rodfather has lost his place. He's dropped down to. Oh, he's gone down to 4. Graham, I don't know where you've gone.
I'm 6th. I'm 214 points behind Mandy G.
Man. Right, well, we've got one question. What's the time? One question remaining. Then we've got about 15 minutes until team news is announced.
Yeah.
Right, so here we go. Next question. Good luck to everyone. Which club did we sell Joe Lasoro to? Was it Fulham, Swansea, Reading, or Wolves?
Oh, that's easy, that one.
Only easy if you know the answer. Don't be patronising. I've slept since then, so I've got no chance of getting it right.
It is, of course, Swansea City. One person putting Wolves. Right then, we'll have a look at who has won. I think we all know who's won the quiz, but let's see who's come second place or third place, and see if the Rodfather has found his way into the top 3. Right then, third place is Kieran. Well done, Kieran.
Kieran Westwood.
Kieran Westwood. Oh, second place is Ian Sun SAFC, and obviously in first place is Dan Humphrey. Well done,
I can't applaud you, Dan. I'm sorry, I can't applaud you. No, okay, I'm kidding.
No, so the runners up here, the Rodfather and Mandy G. So Rodfather comes 4th place, and Mandy G comes 5th place.
Can I just say that I think I was 24 points behind Mandy G for 6th, so I have qualified for the playoffs.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Well done. So I hope everyone enjoyed that quiz. We will be doing one on Sunday, a little bit like that. Well, it will be exactly like that, but instead of 20 questions, it will be 50 questions. And the winner of the quiz will win a commemorative Sunderland shirt for the final. Dan will not be taking part in that quiz because he sees the questions, I think, before everyone else does. So none of the Fans React team will be taking part. I presume the Rodfather is Mark Rodham. Yeah, unlucky Mark with 4th place. But Gabriel Pretty's asking, can I have a Newcastle shirt? Well, unfortunately, I don't think any of us own one of them.
Block and move on.
I never will. Where's the block user? There we go. Right then. I did do it as well.
Can I just say, I just want to break some breaking news here. Piers Morgan has left ITV's Good Morning Britain over this morning's Leaving It. You know, he walked off the show this morning.
Yeah.
He's left the show. It's just been on Sky News on the iPad.
Is he really?
Yeah, not only do we do football, we do breaking news as well.
Oh no, that's still important. Gee, what's he? I wonder what he's going to do. Maybe he's going to come and work at Sunderland. You never know. Think he could put there in the dressing room.
I'd rather you didn't, hack the phones of the parents of dead kids, but you can't have it always.
Oh God.
Any case, we'll move on from that.
Yeah, anyone didn't know? Yeah, Piers Morgan has left his role at ITV. 48 people watching, 46 on YouTube, 2 people on Twitch as well. So yeah, if 46 people watching on YouTube, so if you haven't already, just
smash the like button.
Give us a thumbs up. It's right there. Bruno was saying that quiz was terrible. Well, it's only terrible if you don't win it. And if your knowledge is good, then I'm sure you'd win it. But anyway,
I think it was a very good quiz, Matthew.
Well, do you know what? When I was writing it, my mind just went blank.
I liked the questions that were linked to Portsmouth and Sunderland. I thought that was a great idea.
That was very clever. Yeah. Smash the like button. Well done, Ethan. It's almost like you want a job here. Yeah? Everyone smash the like button. I tell you, Ethan, I'll interview you, and if you're up to my standard, then We'll see how it goes. Paul Jorgensen, or Jorgensen, I'm sorry if I got that wrong, has now twice mentioned that. Defoe coming back to Sunderland. Is it worth a
Defo,
chat?
yeah. He's definitely coming, yeah.
What do you think? Do you think he'll come back?
I originally last week on this chat said no.
If we go
For
up.
the living in the past thing. But you know what? I've had a chance to warm to it. And certainly if we manage, if we play well enough to get promoted to the Championship next season, I do think just for one season that would be fucking worth its weight in gold.
Did you say no, Graham?
Originally I did, but I've warmed to it in the last few days.
I've always been a yes. I'll never turn down. Legend.
The thing is,
little life lesson for you.
our only good striker at the moment is Charlie Wyke.
Our only striker, let alone good striker.
Yeah, our only striker as well. So I mean, I'd have Defoe, even if he's not going to start every week, on the bench to come on. And to be honest, he's fitter than most of that younger team anyway.
Yeah. Paul's just said apparently he's in talks with Sunderland. I have to say that I think a lot of that's paper and Twitter talk, if I'm honest. I think I've seen the same tweets that you potentially have seen. Twitter's an amazing thing. Honestly, you can twist any story whichever way you want. Ethan, I think you're entirely right. I think the only way we'd join was if we got promoted.
Yeah.
Despite this, I will see now 37, 38-year-old. Matthew's just mentioned it. He is fitter than a lot of. He's a lot fitter than most. And if we were successful and promoted to the Championship, I think it'd be a massive, massive add to us, even for that one season. Yeah,
absolutely. And if we're going to sign people like Danny Graham at the age of 35, 36 in League One, I think he's going to do a job. Then I'd rather have Jermaine Defoe. But yeah, it would be something that would only happen if we got promoted. And imagine if Jermaine Defoe was the one who got Sunderland back to the Premier League. He scored that goal on that red hot summer's day to get Sunderland back to the Premier League. That would just be incredible, wouldn't it? With a full stadium of like pitch
We'd
and
have to play for a few years for that to happen. There's no way we go straight back up. Do you know what I mean?
I have to say, and I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this out loud, but we have a Swiss fella who's got £2,000 million available to him. Right? How quick do you think he wants a return on his money? Right?
You mean French?
Yeah. Well, Swiss, French, whatever. I think you'll actually find he's Swiss.
Yeah, I think he's Swiss.
Is he?
He's a bit of both, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I'll leave you two to do the Googling. I just, he's going to want to return this money. And if he's got a project, do we not think that he's going to want to do that sooner rather than later? And bear in mind, there's no salary cap or anything, and we can pretty much do what we want. Do you think he's going to want to maximize that potential straight on? Well,
I think so, because he's obviously coming here for a long term.
Yeah,
it's a long term plan. He's a young guy, and I think he sees a future when he gets to the age of 30 or 40. He wants to be a football club owner where he's an owner of a football club that's competing in the top half of the Premier League, going for Champions League, Premier League, and that's the kind of age he is. With the money that he has, he's only going to get richer, I think. And with what he's actually doing with his life, he's young and ambitious, and he will not. A billionaire, I'm telling you right now, a billionaire who's of that age looks in the long term and sees, well, I want to be, in charge of a club that are in League One. He doesn't. He wants to be in charge of a football club that is in the Premier League and doing really well in the Premier League. He's one of the richest owners in the country, isn't he? So why would he want to? He wouldn't. Yeah. Obviously we've got to stabilise ourselves in the Championship, but soon enough we've got to go up, haven't we?
Yeah, I agree. Sooner the better. Can I just literally go back to the live chat? And I don't want to say that I told you so, but Chris Scott tells us that he's Swiss.
Oh, okay.
We'll take that. AJJ, I find myself agreeing with you an awful lot, and I think this is where it came from. Defoe played 10 times for Rangers last season, scored 2 goals and one assist. Why would you want him back?
Yeah, how many starts was that?
10.
No starts though. There's a difference between playing and starting.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Because he was never the main striker, so he just come off the bench. And if you're coming off for 20 minutes, and you're not going to score every game.
Okay, but 20 minutes times 10 is still 3 hours of football.
Yeah, but it's Jermaine Defoe.
See,
Am I
I hate to say it,
frozen?
like, but you go, yeah, but it's Kevin Phillips. Remember whenever we wanted him associated with the club, and then all we see now is shitty news stories about him saying, you know, how he's met with Kirill Louis Dreyfus, and you think, oh, please, no, don't.
Graham's gone. Oh, not Graham. Matthew's gone.
I think Matthew's got upset and he's left. Oh no, he's back again.
My internet's playing all sorts of tricks on me tonight.
What were you doing? Were you getting some sneaky food so we didn't put you on full screen?
You what? Sorry.
Were you getting some sneaky food so we didn't put you on full screen so nobody could say it? Oh no, that's what you do to me.
We'll leave you on that for the rest of the stream.
Please don't, because I can see myself on 2 screens. And saying all those chins is bad enough once, not seeing them 3 times.
Oh dear me.
JJ, bring Graham back. He's only 45. Listen, I'll just hug the 18-yard box. It'll be fine. And I have a mean left foot.
I'm telling you, he's coming in on a pay basis, so you can replace McFadden. Right, that's your job. But left back, you can do a
left
job.
back, yeah. Left back in the change rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
My internet.
What is
Matthew?
What are you doing?
I don't know what happens. Like you just like keep loading and then you just keep freezing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's happened to me before.
Are we going to discuss our potential teams for tonight?
Well, yeah, we've got 5 minutes until we've got 5-6 minutes.
Team news.
Go on, Graham. You go through yours.
All right, thanks. Put me on the spot.
Well, you're the one who's got it written down.
Look, I come well prepared.
There we go.
Birds in the goals. I have said Vokins, but I'm prepared for McFadzean. Will you please take me off the full screen? I'm prepared for McFadzean to start because if it's a winning team, then why change it? Yeah. And then along the back with O'Neill, Sanderson, and Ollie Younger again. Winchester and Power through the middle with McGeady, Maguire, Jones, and White up front. Seems fairly sensible. Because I think what you'll find end up happening is that Younger will play an hour, Power will end up back in a defence, and then you'll have Scowen come on for the last half hour.
Yeah, but someone said on the chat Flanagan's back, so we might have players in the squad tonight that we never knew was actually going to be playing.
And in 5 minutes' time, we'll all know.
Yeah,
I just wonder whether Flanagan and Gooch will both start.
Yeah. Well,
you know.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. It's quite a big game, but I mean, I don't know. You know, like when I say we play better against better opposition, but you know, if we are playing sort of the younger, I mean, for example, Oliver Younger, you know, when he played against Rochdale, I think a lot of people were calling for him to actually get a shot and play. But I don't know what you thought. He just looked very like scared, almost. You know what I mean? Like he was almost. I don't know.
I have to say, wouldn't you? Would you not be like that?
Oh, I played a Sunday league game and I was petrified. You see these huge men running after me every time I got the ball. I mean that was terrifying. You know, so of course it would, but I don't think, you know, because of that still warrants a start to play in the team. You know, so I'm not too sure, you know, what's going to happen there.
So are you saying Younger out?
I don't think Younger should start the game. He should only start if we really have no other choice.
Dan, he's got his hand up. Like he's in school still.
I found it bizarre that he played right back if he's a centre half, and I feel like we're forgetting that Luke and I literally played right back for like a good year. So why didn't he play right back and Younger play centre back? Because it just meant more people out of position again. That's just what confused me.
The only thing I'll say to that my only comment to that would be is that Sanderson and O'Nien have held that fort there already, and they may have more of a relationship than bringing Younger in.
Yeah, then I don't understand why does the Younger play then? He's not a right back, so I don't really.
Well, who do you if you're going to play that kind of 4 across the back, who else would you play instead with the players that we had available on the day?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just thought it was out of nowhere. I don't mind him playing.
I must say, I was surprised that he started at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, I will agree with that. I was surprised that he started, and I
was
thought
surprised he started, yeah, because I was playing right back as well. You know, I probably would have rather have seen, you know, power play at right back, or you know, if we played I don't know, 3 at the back and played O'Nien, Sanderson, and Younger, and then Power at sort of right wing back, and then McFadzean at left wing back, and then had Scowen and Winchester in midfield, and then yeah. So that's what I'd have actually. I've just come up with my team. So I'd have a 3-4-3.
Yeah.
A 3-4-3. So I'd have
Right.
Burge in goal because he's the better option out of Matthews, and then O'Nien on the left sided, Sanderson in the middle, and then the right sided. I mean, if there's no other option, I'd rather have McLaughlin there. But if McLaughlin's not there, then they'd have Oliver Younger, and then right wing back Max Power, central midfield Scowen and Winchester, and then left wing back McFadzean, and then left wing McGeady, right wing Jordan Jones, and then up front obviously Charlie White. So yeah, but I mean, you know, I'd rather have maybe McLaughlin instead of Younger. And then even if Flanagan's back, I'd rather have O'Nien right-sided centre-back and Flanagan left-sided centre-back, because I think that's a position that Flanagan's more you're familiar with, because that's where he was playing for us.
But that's what O'Nien's been playing. You could argue that O'Nien's familiar with it now.
Yeah, but I think O'Nien could play anywhere, but I think his best area in the defence maybe on the right-hand side. But I mean, he can use both of his feet, to be honest. He's really good like that. But yeah, no, that's just my preference on the team.
I'm just looking back at look at some of the past live chat. Will not have the piss taken of Matthew and his internet, Chris Scott. Paul Jorgensen, Jones needs to start, no question about it. I'm 1 gazillion% in that camp. I honestly think that Jordan Jones needs to start, and he needs to start pretty much every game that we play. Stephen Nesbitt, friend of the show, you see him on the post-match live streams quite a lot. Flanagan needs game time, as he will stand by for the Papa John's Trophy final. I definitely think if Flanagan's going to play, I think he'll be on the subs bench. In fact, the team news is just out, I think. No, it's not. Sorry, I got another notification on Twitter. It's not.
Oh, no, it's not.
My apologies.
I'm going to keep loading it until it comes up.
Alyssa Rowell, O'Nien has to be one of the smallest centre-backs in the league. 1,000,000% agree. However, he's not doing a bad job while he was there. AJJ, it was a lopsided formation at the back. 3-2-1, 3-2-1-3-1 first half. And when Scott and Maguire came on, we became 4-3-3. Here's the team news.
I think it's the same team, isn't it?
Lee Burge, Max Power, Charlie White, Aidan O'Brien, Luke O'Nien, Josh Scowen, Dion Sanderson, Callum McFadzean, Carl Winchester, Jordan Jones, Aidan McGee. Yeah, so no Oliver Younger. No Younger in the squad.
No, he's not in the squad. No.
Flanagan's in the squad.
Scowen.
So Scowen and Winchester. So hang on, let me get this straight. So I think we'll be playing a 3 at the back. Where's Conor McLaughlin? Is Conor McLaughlin? Conor McLaughlin's still not in the squad. So 3 at the back with O'Nien, Sanderson, and could it be a 4-4-2 with Max Power at right back, Sanderson, O'Nien defenders, left back McFadzean, 4 in the middle, McGeady, Scowen, Winchester, and Jordan Jones, and then up front O'Brien, Charlie Wyke.
I think you probably.
Oh, actually, no. I know what it is. 4-2-3-1. Well, it could be this. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a 3.
It's
Or
that,
hang on. A 3-2. No. So no, a 4-2-3-1. So obviously the back four, and then the sort of the defensive midfielders of Winchester and Scowen, and then the three of McGeady, O'Brien, and Jones, and then Wyke up front.
Yeah.
Some of these comments in reply to the lineup now.
David Miller says, I thought Sanderson was cup tied. I think he's got the wrong day.
It's the league.
It's the league game, David. It is the league game. I'll see if I can put this in a ticker as well, so I can stop sharing my screen. I'll get it typed up. So Sanderson online. Gooch is on the bench. Gooch is on the
Sorry, not myself.
Gooch is on the bench. So yeah, everyone tell us what you think of the starting 11. Just trying to think who else is in it. O'Brien, Scowen.
I must say the only bit part surprise for me, however, again going with the McFadzean theory of winning a winning team, etc., is that I maybe would have started Maguire instead of O'Brien. But,
I'll start Matthew over O'Brien. Anyone over O'Brien.
You start with me over O'Brien?
Yeah.
Would
I'd say better job than O'Brien.
Shirt and shorts dirty?
I'd get my shorts. Oh, you've never seen me on a football pitch. I slide in for everything.
I was getting the shorts dirty.
As I said, for me, it would have been Maguire in the middle of that midfield three.
I think that's the team.
Who's the Jones for starting? I think he's quality. He really is somebody who we need to keep a hold of for next season as well, if we can.
Yeah. Would you say as well? What was I going to say? I was going to ask Sanderson. What players would you keep hold of? Whether we do get promoted to the Championship, Graham. What players would you keep from this to play?
Not a lot. I've got to be honest. I think it's a massive job. If we get promoted, it's a massive job at the end of this season. Like a massive job.
Can you keep the lineup out? Because it'll be easier to see who we want to keep and
keep O'Nien, keep Sanderson, keep Jones, Gooch.
Really?
Maybe Winchester.
Well, Winchester's signed to isn't he signed to a 3.5-year deal?
Something like that, yeah. But
quite long.
However, that said, contracts mean nothing these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably 2.5, isn't it?
Well, like Danny Graham's when we just ripped it up, didn't we?
Mm.
And I
still
think
worry about Danny Graham and Will Grigg.
I think we'll do the same for Will Grigg. I think we'll rip if next season starts and we still haven't managed to sell him. I think we will just rip his contract up. I genuinely think we will. I think they'll just say by mutual consent. He's just left the club.
Yeah, but is he gonna do that though? I mean, if he's getting paid a good amount of money,
that's true.
And he can just see his contract out. He doesn't have to rip it up.
But what
another one?
Danny Graham could have seen out his last 6 months and not played a game. He still would have been.
He doesn't care. He's at the end of his career. He's already got millions. He doesn't give a shit.
Maybe.
No, because if Will Grigg's going to leave, he's going to go to a club and they're going to pay him half the amount we're paying him. So he's not going to rip up a contract that he's getting double the money. It's just common sense.
That's true, but I mean, I think whether it'd be his choice or not, or just the board's choice. If the board
it has to be a mutual agreement. You can't rip his contract without him agreeing to it.
Can I just stop you there, chaps, before I lose this? David Miller, who asked whether Sanderson was cup tied, has come back with the best response ever. The time now is 18:51, right? It is just short of an hour before kick-off, and he's already had too much wine.
He says, "I'll get my coat as well."
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, sorry. I can't see. Sorry for butting in, but I honestly can't see Greg ripping his contract up. I can see him being another Rodwell.
Thing is, I can't see it either. I know for a fact they won't rip his contract up, but I want them to. That's the thing. I want them to. I would just want him to go. I know it won't happen. But I'm more just saying things for I want them to happen. I know it hasn't worked out at Sunderland for Will Grigg. We all know. And we've talked about him all the time, but it just I don't know. I just wouldn't keep him, and we'll focus on Nick Barnes said it on the Black Cat podcast, didn't he, Dan? Where he said every football club makes mistakes, and that's fine, but we shouldn't keep on trying with something we know, because he's now under his third manager at Sunderland, and he's
still not done out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I 1,000,000% agree. Sometimes they just don't work, and unfortunately, Sunderland Football Club have got a history of things that just don't work, and we need to move away from that.
Yeah,
starting now.
And I don't know if it has anything to do with it as well, but obviously my Sunderland 11 episodes where I talk to the guests, and you ask things of like, or the ex players that I talk to, and by like the older ones where players 40, 50 years ago, 30, 40, 50 years ago, they weren't earning massive amounts of money. They were earning just the same money as probably everyone else was, and they were living in these semi-detached houses. And then they always got a feel for the area because they had to go out to the shops. They had to drive in the same cars as everyone else. They had to, someone was telling me, back in the 70s, he said, I don't know, for example, Billy Hughes in the city of Sunderland was very approachable. You could always go up and talk to someone like that because it's just the same as everyone else. And I think now in modern football, where people are being paid so much money, you could live with that amount of money. You could find a nice house anywhere. You can find a nice car. You can literally live anywhere in the country you want. And all you're doing is you're just going and playing for a football team, because you're not going into the city centre. You're not meeting the people. You're not mixing with the culture. And I think Northeast is very different, and that's why a lot of things haven't actually worked. That's probably why we haven't had such a success since '73, because those were a team full of local people, or people that actually, you could tell. I've listened to stories about each one of the players who have bought into the area, lived in the area, and lived the same lives as everyone else did. And I think that's probably why things haven't worked out as well for the club, because that's just the way it is now. It honestly is just the way it is.
And there ends the sermon.
It's what?
I was going to say, Graham, did you finish naming all the ones you wanted to keep?
I got, my list was very small.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll just name a few as well. I think I'm pretty much agree with you. I'd keep very few. I'd keep White just because of the season he's having as backup if he went up. O'Nien, definitely. Sanderson, definitely.
Yeah.
Jones, probably, if we could get him, he'd be a decent championship player, I reckon.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd probably keep Flanagan as well for a little squad player. I reckon he'd be all right.
Can I ask where we stand with the likes of, we've mentioned him already, like Conor McLaughlin, because he's come on leaps and bounds this season.
I'd keep him. I would keep him as well. He's one of the players that impressed me as well. But something I was thinking about Jordan Jones, and obviously I think he's a quality player. He's certainly one of the best players in the squad. But I think when I see him start the game with everyone else, and I've said this before, but I don't know if I've told you, Graham, but when I see him start the game with everyone else and get tired of everyone else, and I don't think he has the same impact. But I think when he comes on, and maybe in the 50th or 60th minute, where all the players are fairly tired and been running around for ages, I think that's when Jordan Jones catches people out with his pace really fast, because he can get through. No one can keep up with him, and then that's when they end up fouling him, bringing him down for free kicks, where we can easily just whip the ball into the box and get chances like that. So I don't know. I think maybe for me, the best way we could use Jordan Jones. I mean, I think he's best maybe coming off the bench, but I would like to. I do like. I would. Don't get me wrong. Like he should start the game. But I don't know what you think. I think he has a better impact on the game where he does come off the bench and catch people out with his pace. Because I just think he's that. He's just that sort of player, really.
I think in principle I would agree with you, but do you sign a player as an impact sub?
No, you don't.
Give a player a contract on the basis of being a impact sub. You don't.
You don't, and I think as well he's trying to catch up with his own fitness as well after not playing for Rangers for a while. I think maybe coming off the bench, he's shown glimpses. So if he gets fully fit, that how he comes off the bench and catches people out of his pace. If he gets back to full fitness, hopefully he is now. That's the player we can see throughout the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah. Agreed. Just back on the live chat, David Miller is redeeming himself beautifully. I think me and him could be firm friends. He's nervous about the game, but really thinks we can put a marker down. Their defense and particularly their keeper were terrible on Saturday. Target early on with crosses. This is exactly what I was saying earlier about being the away team. Do the away team quick, off the mark, direct at them. So I'm all for that, David. I really am. Hit them early on, hit them on the break. And show them what we're about. Put your intention down really quick. Alyssa Rowell is telling us that Pompey fans don't seem happy with their own lineup.
Well, I haven't seen Portsmouth lineup. Let me see if I can get it up now. We can.
Well, some of them
they're not happy with anything.
Hey,
they're not happy with anything.
That's what. Yeah, sorry. Did you hear me? That's what I said.
Yeah, I know. No, but you cut out when you said it, and so Graham was like, "What?"
I talk too much. Sorry.
That's Portsmouth starting 11. So Craig McGillivray, James Bolton, Jack. What? I don't know how you pronounce that.
What more?
What more? Yeah. Sean Raggett, Charlie Daniels, Ryan Williams, Tom Naylor, Andy Cannon, Harvey White, Ellis Harrison, John Marquis. Well, Marcus Harness is on the bench, which is a player that who's I think he scored against us. He scored against us earlier this season. Obviously, John Marquis scored twice. With the penalty as well. Yes, Stephen Nesbitt was just saying he's surprised at Portsmouth dropping Curtis.
I was going to agree with that. Although the one thing I would say, I don't think there's anybody in that team that I would swap out for any of ours at all.
I don't know about that. Really? I'd rather have Charlie Daniels and Callum McFadden.
Okay, point taken. I nearly said no. I'll keep that to myself for fear of being.
Well, what about Lee Brown? He's one of their left backs, isn't he? And I think some Portsmouth fans were saying during the week, what's it called? Lee Brown should be taken out the starting 11 because he hasn't been putting good performances. But whenever we've played Portsmouth, Lee Brown has been one of the sort of their main players, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's this massive, but he's a left back still, and I don't think there's someone you'd really see. I'd rather have Lee Brown instead of McFadzean, to be honest, as well.
I think Tom Naylor.
I'd rather have my mother than McFadzean at times.
I think Tom Naylor's a good centre mid. I'd probably have him over some of our centre mids.
Yeah, and I think he's the captain now. It was Brett Pittman, who's obviously at Swindon Town, and who else? Gareth Evans, wasn't it? I don't know where he's gone. Yeah. Where's Gareth Evans gone?
I think
he got to Bradford. He went to Bradford, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
He went to Bradford. You're not too sure.
Was that on loan though? I think that might have been on loan.
I don't know why, but he was quite a decent player for them, wasn't he?
Let me check. Yeah, he plays for Bradford.
I just remember Gareth Evans being quite a decent player.
He's 32. He's maybe moved or something. But who's the other centre mid there? I think it was called Ben Close. Wasn't it?
Yeah, Ben Close. Yeah,
he was all right as well. I thought.
Where's he gone? Maybe they got rid of these players because of the salary cap. You never know.
Close. He still plays.
Maybe.
But Marcus Harness, I don't know if he was a player that I think we should have signed after he left Burton. I think his contract ran out of Burton. I don't know. I also saw him as quite a decent player, but obviously he has scored against us quite a few times as well. When they played up at the Stadium of Light back in August of 2019, I was at that match, and yeah, I think Marcus Harness did really well scoring in that match as well.
He was the best player, I thought.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a surprise to see him on the bench. I mean, good news for us, really.
Harvey White, he's probably one to look out for as well. He's on loan from Tottenham. He's a pretty exciting prospect, apparently. I think Mourinho's a big fan of his.
Yeah. Also, as well, one player that they've lost from last season as well, Burgess, their centre back as well.
Oh, he was a knobhead, but he was a good player.
Yeah, he scored, didn't he?
Knobhead.
Didn't he score that header when we lost 2-0 there? He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
The
He gave the Argents, went over and did some sort of celebration. I can't remember what he did.
I don't know. Then wasn't it James Bolton who scored from the corner or something?
It was either him or the left back who was on loan, who plays with Brighton, and Steve Seddon. It might have been him.
Oh, okay.
It was either him or Bolton. It might have been Bolton. It was one of the two fullbacks. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, Ellis Harrison, I remember he caused us some problems actually that day as well. Ellis Harrison's a good little player. I don't really rate Marquis has scored quite a few goals this season, but last season he had a shocker of a season. I remember because I think Marquis wanted to come to Sunderland, to be honest, and I think you could see that when his first interview with Portsmouth. I don't really think he was that happy to be there, to be honest. But I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. Would you think that Marquis would be a player that we've got to be difficult to keep hold of, or do you think he's just? I'm not sure.
I feel like his best season was the first season we were in League One with Doncaster, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got quite. Didn't he get Player of the Season? League One Player of the Season. It was between him and McGeady, wasn't it? Oh no, it wasn't. It was the Luton Town player,
James Justin.
No, it wasn't his name. What was his name?
The striker.
Yeah,
Danny Collins. I'm pretty sure his name's Danny Collins as well as our Danny Collins.
Oh, I don't know. It was something like that. It was something like that. But yeah, I think it was between him, Mark, and McGeady.
They had a Collins who was a striker, and then they had another guy as well. Sorry, I'm thinking of Danny Hilton and James Collins. They're the two strikers they had. I've put them together.
James Collins, yeah, James Collins, yeah. People have said it in the chat here, yeah. James Collins.
He's doing well for them in the Championship. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah, they're doing all right in the Championship too, aren't they?
That was right. They had Danny Hilton and they had James Collins. They were the two strikers.
Yeah. I mean, looking at this team though as well. I mean, Ronan Curtis, even in, I don't know, he's a bit of a. I think he's one of them interesting characters, and I think he can play a really good game, but then he can sort of get dropped as well. Like, I think he got dropped for the Checkatrade Trophy final when we played them. He's been dropped for a few games.
Quite a poor attitude, from what I remember.
It's a bit like our friend Marcus Maddison. You see, I think he overslept. He missed the game is the Bolton game because he overslept.
Oh, God, I saw that.
Embarrassing.
Thank God.
I'm so
God
pleased we didn't sign him. Absolutely. We've seen him with these Fendi headbands or whatever they are.
Yeah.
What a prize tool.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I think we might have dodged a bullet there, to be honest. Although he was very good when he was at Peterborough, though. I
remember him basically, right? I got a little story. In the Peterborough game, the first season, I actually was in the Peterborough. I mean, you're probably not gonna believe it. I was in the Peterborough changing room with all the players in there, and I met all the Peterborough players. Because basically, I was in the box. I was in this executive box. It was a birthday present.
Yeah.
So before the game, you met all the home players. And you could meet the away players depending on if the away team allowed. The Sunderland team didn't allow them that day. So we were going around, and like Maddison was just sitting there, like if you see him close up, he's got tattoos all over his face, and he's got all of that, and he was just sitting there, and he wasn't interacting with anyone. He just looked the right sort of knob, and it was just quite rude as well. He sort of just sat. He didn't really take account of anyone. He was in his own world with his headphones on. And I didn't get a good sort of vibe from him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, me and Marcus Madison are friends because he liked my message on Instagram. That's the only interaction I've ever had from him. Yeah. But no, to be honest, I think he's a bit of a knob as well, to be honest. But Dan, we meant to tell our story when we met.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Do you want to start?
Do you want to? All right, I'll start and you can jump in. All right, so we've got 46 people watching, and I wouldn't be surprised as soon as I start telling the story, the viewers will drop.
It's gone down to 43 already.
I know. It's on 47 now. I can see at the top left-hand corner of my screen. 47. All right, I'll get to it then. So, so I go on holiday to this sort of resort in Spain. Like,
don't say the exact resort. Because
no, I won't say the exact result. No, but no, we I go there like every year, and I miss it, to be fair. It's really good there. We have there's this like swimming pool there, and it's fantastic. But anyway, we were there on holiday, and then we're there eating. I can't remember what I was having at the time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's right next to the bar, and then I'm there with my dad and my mum and my brother, and then my dad goes, "Oh look, he's got a Sunderland shirt on. He's got a Sunderland shirt on. This kid." He's like, I was what was I, 13 at the time or something like that, and Dan, you were 12. It was your birthday in the week though, so you turned 13 that week. Yeah. But then and then he turned it, and he says he turned to you, and he went, "Oh, you're a Sunderland fan." I think at the time you were like, I don't know, you were pretty shy or something. You just went, yeah.
No, you were. I remember you were telling your dad to not like make a big deal of it.
No, I was going, and I think I was going, Dad. All right.
Yeah. That's what you were doing.
Because I just got out of the pool, the freezing cold pool, and I was sitting there. It wasn't a good look for me.
The pool was so cold.
It wasn't a good look, and I was sitting there, and I was in an awful state. And then my dad was going, "Oh, he's a Sunderland fan or whatever," and I'm like, "All right, Dad, all right." But then yeah, so he spotted Dan in the Sunderland tracksuit top, and then what did we do? We just went off and played football that evening there, because they got a little football court there, and then spent the rest of the week together. I mean, my dad and his dad were sat by the pool all week drinking these, because in there they did a happy hour, and they had these. They weren't just like, they were like almost 2 pints in one cup. They had these massive things, and me and my dad and Dan's dad, they just were drinking. They were drinking one after the
Get in.
They're drinking. It was obscene. Like, they were genuinely like jugs, and they were just getting through them all night.
They were getting through them, yeah. And every time I saw my dad, he was going down to get more. He had 2, and he was bringing them back. And then of our 2 younger brothers, Isaac, his brother, and my brother Andrew, then they went off that played together for ages, and then our mums were just chatting by the pool for, pretty much a week. And then Ian Hart was there as well, the former Sunderland player. He was there with his family, and then
I was sort of assigned as his son Jensen. He was quite a young lad. We spent a lot of time with him and played football with him, sort of looked after him, I guess. But they were a lovely family. They were. Ian Hart, he was a really nice guy. But I remember, because he's an agent, he kept sort of every few minutes he had to take calls from his clients.
He was like that all week. He was on the phone all week.
So we were just with his son Jensen, me and Matthew. We were playing football and stuff. Yeah. It was pretty good holiday.
I remember Ian Hart came in the football court one day, and no one could get the ball off him. I remember there was like 20. It's a little football court. There's about 20 kids in there, and not one person could get the ball off him. I remember he was doing all these like step overs and whatever, and he was on the phone. Do you know what? He was on the phone at the same time. He was on the phone like that, and he was in his flip flops, and they still couldn't get the ball off him. And he was he was brilliant in there. And I remember he was telling us the stories about Roy Keane as well, of when he took his son. Do you remember that, Dan? He took his son to the training ground. He was there with his family at the Academy of Light or something, and then his son said to him, "Oh, he wants to be a goalkeeper," or something like that. And Roy Keane said, "All right, put the goalkeeper gloves on, get in goal." And he went, "Okay." And he said Roy Keane smashed the ball at him so hard, It's ridiculous, and it went in, and then he just went. I thought he wanted to be a goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? It's just telling us these ridiculous stories of Roy Keane, which were brilliant. And then he recommended us this like do you remember we went to this like steakhouse, didn't we? And he was going, it was really good. It was really good. Well, no, he said it was really good. But then it was ridiculous amounts of money. I remember
that was the most expensive meal I think I've ever had.
It was.
The question is, was it worth it?
I don't know if it was, to be fair.
Nah,
I don't know.
I don't think it was.
We
Your
spent
brother didn't eat anything, did he? I remember that.
Oh, I don't know. And then me and Dan, I mean, it was only like last week or something. We remembered the story of when our brothers were like almost drowning in the swimming pool, and my mum jumped in with all her clothes on to save them as well. Yeah, no, I think our brothers were there in the pool, and then my brother, I think he's a few years younger than Dan's brother.
Yeah.
And then I think he fell under, and then he pulled on Isaac to try and come back up again. Then he pulled Isaac under. And then my mum just jumped in and pulled them both up. It was funny how we remember that. The what?
I said she saved the day.
Yeah, she saved the day. And also when we were on holiday as well. Go on, Graham. What are you gonna say?
No, carry on.
Okay, I was gonna say is when we were on holiday, it was the last season. It was about April, and it was the last season we were in the Premier League. And I remember as well, we played Leicester City away during the week. We were on holiday. We played them away, and we lost that game 2-0. And I remember us Dan talking afterwards, of saying, "Oh, almost saying as a joke, oh, we're going to be playing in this ground. I'll send you like photos of like Molineux and like these championship grounds, going, we're going to be playing here." And then a few years later, we're here in League One, and we never thought this could happen.
So it's all your two's fault. You two.
I think whenever we've met, Dan, since we met, we've done really bad, and ever since we've sat together at football stadiums, we've done really, really bad. I don't know what it is. So everyone watching, it's me and Dan's fault.
Yeah, blame it on us.
Just when we did the quiz and Ian Hart's name came up, I wrote down 2 words. Hang on, where is it? They were the 2 words I wrote down. Does anybody remember him? I don't know if you're even old enough to remember who he is.
I know who he is, but I don't. He was too old for me to watch
Gary
him.
Pallister he started at Middlesbrough, went to Manchester United, was part of the world-beating Manchester United team, and then went back to Middlesbrough again. Yeah. In 1999, we gets on an aeroplane and go on a holiday to Crete. And I said to her, I went, "That bloke looks really like Gary Pallister." Nah, it's not. So I'm fucking telling you it is. No. So in any case, plane takes off, right? They come through with the service. And I said, "I'm going for a piss. I'm going to investigate this bloke." So Gan's back. And this bloke, right, spit double at Gary Pallister. Do you remember the old Man City away shirt that was black and yellow and was sponsored by Brother Computers? Yeah. He had that shirt. And I was like, maybe it's not. Maybe I've got it all wrong. So in any case, we're on our coach transfer to the hotel. Up turns this fucking Gary Pallister look-alike, and I'm thinking, nah, it's definitely not. He was in the check-in queue in front of us, and that's how I found out who he was. Mr. Pallister, we've got your room ready now. Let me tell you, he was injured for Middlesbrough at the time. He played beach football every single day and was fucking tremendous. The English never got beat once, simply because of him. There you go. And on that happy-go-lucky note, it's 7:15 already. How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, that was very nice. It's very nice to share the stories. I don't know if I'm sure there was an occasion where I met an ex-player somewhere. Can't remember who it was now. Who was that player?
We should save that for another episode, I reckon.
I'll save it for another episode. I'll check my dad because I think it'll be quite a good one. I can share with everyone. But yeah,
he was going to say I was going to check with me diary. I honestly thought he was going to say. I've got it all.
I'll check with diary. Man. He's a busy man.
I'm a very busy man indeed. I'm a very busy man. But yeah, I think Sean's gone live now. So I'm going to have to jump on there as well and do the watch along as well for the Portsmouth game. I think we are with who's doing it as well. Carl's doing it. Dr. Mackham.
Carl from the Black Cat podcast, I think.
Yeah, he's doing it as well. So yeah, hopefully we can have our first win at Fratton Parks. It's 1997. Away the lads. Come on,
Can I
lads.
just say one thing before you do go? We've made 50 likes. Thank you to everybody who watched. Stay tuned, and we'll see you again. Are we back on Sunday?
We're back on Sunday for our massive
Papa
pre-match.
John's Trophy final 50-question quiz. We'll discuss a start time during the week. You might get a shock. That's all we'll say.
Yeah, we'll see everyone then. But yeah,
Yeah.
go and join Sean and me and Carl. And yeah, everyone stay safe, and we'll see you all later. Bye bye.